Hello students, having introduced the topic of IUPAC nomenclature in the previous class, we will take up few examples to better understand the topic of IUPAC. Okay, so if you remember in our previous class we had taken up this example, and more importantly we had studied that IUPAC name of a compound is the sum of prefix, root word, primary suffix and secondary suffix. Now when we discuss this example, we will mainly focus on the first three parts: prefix, root word and primary suffix. Secondary suffix will be learned by us later on. Okay. So let us currently focus on these three parts: prefix, root word and primary suffix. Okay, if you remember, root word indicates the number of carbon atoms in parent chain, prefix is the name given to a branch or substituent, and primary suffix gives us an idea about carbon-carbon single bond, double bond and triple bond present in the compound. Okay, now let me tell you one thing. In the previous class we had discussed about functional group. Yes, what is this functional group? Functional group is nothing but an active group which is present in the compound. Now this double bond and triple bond, though they are not completely called as functional groups, they are also active groups present in the compound. So may it be double bond, triple bond or any other functional group that we are going to study in the later part of the chapter, the names of all these active groups are considered as suffixes. They are always written as suffixes when we write IUPAC name. Okay, there are few exceptions to this. We are going to learn about that also. तो कुछ functional group, active groups है जिनके नाम हम suffix के तौर पर नहीं लिखते. Okay, they are written as prefixes. So we will be learning that also. So currently let us focus on our example, and we will be using prefix, root word and primary suffix to name this compound. Okay. Now what is the first step to write the IUPAC name of any given compound? The first step is to identify the parent chain. The first step is to identify a parent chain. Okay. Now what is a parent chain? It is nothing but a longest carbon chain. Longest carbon chain. Okay. Now remember, it is the longest chain of carbon atoms, which will include doubly bonded carbon atoms, triply bonded carbon atoms and the carbon atoms of functional group or the carbon atoms which are bonded to the functional group. So longest carbon chain will include carbon atoms. Now since we are talking only not about functional group, forget about functional group currently. We will be focusing only on doubly bonded, singly bonded and triply bonded carbon compounds. Okay. So this longest carbon chain or parent chain must contain basically maximum number of carbon atoms in it. Secondly, it must include carbon atoms of double bond and triple bond. Okay. Is it okay? If at all there is a double bond or a triple bond in the compound, it must include carbon atoms of double bond and triple bond. Is it clear? Yes. Now basically the compound that we have taken does not contain carbon-carbon double bond, nor does it contain carbon-carbon triple bond. So let us only focus on selecting a longest carbon chain. Okay. Now this longest carbon chain or parent chain, when you are marking such a chain, remember that it should look like a snake. It should look like a snake. A snake can be like this. A snake can be like this. A snake can be like this. Okay. A snake can also be like this. But while selecting parent chain, remember that a snake can never have this shape. ऐसा शेप होता है स्नेक का. स्नेक को आर्म्स होते हैं? नहीं होते. ठीक है. A snake cannot be like this. A snake cannot be like this. Okay, so your parent carbon chain should be, it is always called as a straight chain of carbon atoms. Straight does not mean that it should be linear like a line. Straight means it should have carbon atoms bonded to one another or carbon atoms bonded one after the other. Okay. So एक कार्बन आटम दूसरे से जुड़ा हुआ, दूसरा तीसरे से, ऐसे एक के बाद एक कार्बन आटम्स एक साथ जुड़े हुए हैं and they are making a longest carbon chain. Is it okay? Yes. Now in the compound that have been given to you, the longest carbon chain that I can select, I'll write the compound again. This can be a longest carbon chain. Okay, this can be your longest carbon chain, or this can be your longest carbon chain, or this can also be your longest carbon chain. Is it okay? Now no matter if this 3 has come out of the marking or if H3 has come out of the marking, we are focusing only on carbon atoms. Okay. So how come this becomes the longest carbon chain? Because it contains 3 carbon atoms. This also contains 3 carbon atoms and this also contains 3 carbon atoms. So any one of these can be considered as the longest carbon chain in this example. Okay. All these 3 are correct. Is it okay? All these 3 contain maximum number of carbon atoms, that is 3 carbon atoms. Okay. Try to find out any other carbon chain which contains more than 3 carbon atoms in this compound. You will never be able to do that. If you say yes, अगर आप बोलो कि हाँ ये भी तो है ना चेन, लेकिन याद रखना snake. Can a snake have this shape? No. So this cannot be your parent chain. A parent chain should look like a snake. Okay. So this is my longest carbon chain. I will take up this marking only. I'll rub these two, but these 2 longest carbon chains are also correct. Okay. Now since you have marked the longest carbon chain, you have to number the carbon atoms of the longest carbon chain. Okay. Now before we number the longest carbon chain, based on the parent chain that you have selected, you can write the root word of the IUPAC name. Now what is the root word? The root word indicates the number of carbon atoms present in the parent chain. So this is your parent chain. Your parent chain contains how many carbon atoms? 3 carbon atoms. Okay. Now remember when we had written names of alkenes, there we had written the root words depending on the number of carbon atoms. So if you go back to that table, you will get to know that when 3 carbon atoms are there, when n is equal to 3, then the root word is what? The root word is pro. What is the root word? The root word is pro. So similarly here also, depending on the number of carbon atoms in the parent chain, you have to use that table only. N is equal to कितना है यहाँ पर? 3. How many carbon atoms are there? 3 carbon atoms. So what will be the root word? The root word will be pro. The root word will be pro. Is it okay? So one part of IUPAC name is done. Now what is the second part? The second part is you have to number the carbon atoms of parent chain. Only the carbon atoms of parent chain are to be numbered. Okay. Is this thing clear? Since this part of the board is not visible, okay, I can write it here. My compound is CH3, CH3, and there is one CH3 group in that. Okay. So this is my parent chain. I will now number the carbon atoms of the parent chain. So you can, suppose this is the head and this is the tail of the snake. ओके, यू कैन इधर स्टार्ट नंबरिंग द कार्बन एटम्स. कौन कौन से कार्बन एटम को नंबर करना है? ये कार्बन एटम को नंबर देना है, इसको नंबर देना है, इसको नंबर देना है. ठीक है ना? पैरेंट चेन के जो कार्बन एटम्स है उसी को नंबर देना. यू कैन इधर स्टार्ट फ्रॉम दिस साइड और फ्रॉम दिस साइड. यू कैन नॉट स्टार्ट फ्रॉम बिटवीन. ओके, बीच में से शुरू नहीं कर सकते. तो हेड से शुरू करो या टेल से शुरू करो. अब ये कैसे डिसाइड करेंगे? द नंबरिंग शुड बिगिन फ्रॉम दैट एंड विच इज क्लोजेस्ट टू द ब्रांच. ओके, नाउ व्हाट इज दिस ब्रांच? What is this branch? Whatever is coming out of the parent chain is called as a branch, or it is also called as a substituent. What is it called? Branch or a substituent. Okay, so you have to number from that end which is closest to the branch. Okay, for example, I use this part. This is my parent chain. I can, if I number from this side, this carbon atom will get number 1. This will get number 2. This will be numbered as 3. Okay. Now the carbon atom to which this branch is attached. This branch is attached to the second carbon atom. If you number from this side, this branch will be attached to second carbon atom. What if we number from this side? Right to left. 1, 2, 3. Again, the branch containing carbon atom still gets number 2. Okay. So if I ask you from which side is it closest, you will say that it is the same from both the sides. It is the same from both the sides. So you can number from either side. But what is the rule? What is the rule? While numbering, you should keep in mind that the numbering should start from that end, which is numbering from that end. Numbering should start from that end which is closest to the branch. Mainly, since we are going to take up examples of doubly and triply bonded compound, the numbering should start from that end which is closest to carbon-carbon double bond, carbon-carbon triple bond, and the branch. And the branch. Now, what if both of them are there? Carbon-carbon double bond भी है, branch भी है. और एक साइड से नंबर करेंगे तो ब्रांच को कम नंबर आ रहा है, और एक साइड से नंबर करेंगे तो डबल बॉन्ड को कम नंबर आ रहा है. तो ऐसे टाइप के एग्जांपल हम लोग लेंगे. ठीक है. देन यू हैव टू प्रिफर डबल बॉन्ड. डबल बॉन्ड को पहले प्रिफर करना है, प्रायोरिटी, देन ट्रिपल बॉन्ड, देन द ब्रांच. इज इट ओके? हेंस आई हैव रिटन इट इन दैट ऑर्डर ओनली. डबल बॉन्ड, ट्रिपल बॉन्ड एंड द ब्रांच. इज इट ओके? यस. सो आई हैव नंबर्ड माय कंपाउंड, एंड as you remember, we have written one part of the IUPAC name, that is your root word. Okay. Now after numbering, what do? You can easily write the primary suffix and the prefix. Primary suffix and the prefix. Now what is a primary suffix? It indicates whether there is carbon-carbon single bond, double bond or triple bond in the compound. Whatever is present will always be present in the parent chain. If there is carbon-carbon double bond and carbon-carbon triple bond in the compound, it will always be seen in the parent chain. Because what is the rule of marking a parent chain? A parent chain should be the one which contains carbon atoms of double bond and triple bond. Okay, तो जो भी double bond triple bond है वो दोनों carbon atoms इधर ही नजर आएंगे. अब यहाँ पर कुछ डबल बॉन्ड ट्रिपल बॉन्ड नजर नहीं आ रहा. तो जब कार्बन कार्बन सिंगल बॉन्ड होता है तो व्हाट इज द प्राइमरी सफिक्स दैट वी राइट? प्राइमरी सफिक्स दैट वी राइट इज एन. व्हाट इज द प्राइमरी सफिक्स दैट वी राइट? द प्राइमरी सफिक्स इज एन. अल्केन का एन. ओके. सो व्हेन you find carbon carbon single bond throughout the parent chain, the primary suffix that you write is ane. Okay. Now going to prefix. What is prefix? Prefix is the name that we give to a branch. The name that we give to a branch. Which is your branch here? The branch is this. Okay. Now your branch is a carbon branch which contains one carbon atom. a carbon branch, a hydrocarbon branch containing one carbon atom. अगर तुमको याद है, in the previous part of the chapter we had learned that this group, CH3 group, is called as methyl group. Which group? Methyl group. देखो, हाइड्रोकार्बन ब्रांच कंटेनिंग वन कार्बन एटम, वन कार्बन एटम के लिए रूट वर्ड क्या है? मिथ है, और क्योंकि ये ब्रांच है इसको कहेंगे मिथाइल. क्या कहेंगे? मिथ आइल, अल्क आइल, अल्काइल ग्रुप. ब्रांचेस आर ऑलवेज, हाइड्रोकार्बन ब्रांचेस आर ऑलवेज अल्काइल ग्रुप्स, मिथाइल ग्रुप. ओके, so methyl, this group is called as methyl. How do we come to know the name of the group? This is a hydrocarbon branch containing one carbon atom, so its name is written as meth plus yl, methyl. What is the name? Methyl. Okay, so the prefix, name of the prefix is methyl. Now while writing the name of the prefix, remember that you'll always have to write the location of the prefix, location of the methyl group. ये methyl group पूरे compound में कहाँ पर मौजूद है? It is bonded to the second carbon atom of the parent chain. So its location is 2. What is its location? 2. So I write 2. At the second location, what is present? Methyl group. So these numbers that are used to indicate the branches are called as locants. What are they called? They are called as locants. Location बताने वाला, locant. Okay. Now remember, when we study carbon-carbon double bond and carbon-carbon triple bond containing compound, for double bond and triple bond we will have to write the location. Single bond के लिए जरूरी नहीं है, क्योंकि हर जगह पर single bond है. कहाँ कहाँ का location लिखो, बराबर है? ठीक है. We'll come back to that. So prefix, whenever you write a prefix, remember that you have to write a locant. That is why we had numbered the chain. Okay, ताकि हम location लिख पाए. Is this thing clear? Yes. So we happen to write the root word, the primary suffix and the prefix. Okay, now we'll write the IUPAC name. How do we write the IUPAC name? You have to first write the prefix. What is the prefix? 2-methyl. Then root word. Root word is prop. And what is the primary suffix? -ane. Okay. Now you will wonder why I have written it without gaps, without space. Remember that this is a general rule of writing IUPAC name. An IUPAC name should always begin with capital letter, and it should be written as one single word. It should be written as one single word without any gaps in between. Okay, so I have not left any gap, and only the first letter is capital. There should be a dash to separate a number and an alphabet. There should be a dash or a hyphen to separate a number and an alphabet. तो number और alphabet के बीच में dash डालो. ठीक है, पहला letter capital है, and the entire name is written as one single word. So what is the name of the compound? It is 2-methyl propane. What is the name of the compound? 2-methyl propane. Okay, we'll take a more example in the next lecture. Till then, keep studying.